Okay, we're going to go over the class syllabus with the expectations of our classroom. So the first page is some artwork that I've done. The middle two pictures are trophy balls that I paint for our athletes here at McCutcheon. I do not charge our athletic department for this. This is me giving back to my school. Other schools I charge. And then the two paintings on either side are ones that I have created. The one with the dragon is based off a book cover. And then the one on the opposite side is a mixed media painting. It's paper, acrylic paint, and sand. And it was just something that I was just interested in doing at the time. Our expectations are your expectations. Once we begin projects, you're expected to work as soon as you come in, which you're doing, so wonderful. Students are required to print their full name on the bottom or the back of their project. No name equals no grade. Ceramics, if you don't have your name on the bottom of your project, I'm not going to fire it. So if you notice that your piece is still in the gray cabinet and it's not been fired and you're questioning that, you might want to check to see if your name's on it. All students will have more than enough time to complete projects in class as long as you are on task. If you're not completing them on time, you might want to take your stuff home or work a little quicker. If you have concerns, you need to see me. Don't wait to the last minute. Each situation will be handled on an individual basis. And I have the right to change, edit, add anything to the homework policy as I see needed, and it will vary per class. All students will use Canvas for due dates, worksheets, and to submit a photo of your project. Parents will have access to all information. If you're absent, it is your responsibility to keep informed via Canvas. I will have the daily class objectives and goals on the whiteboard as I have been. If you're absent, I will email you a screenshot of that. If you don't receive it, check Canvas. It will be there. You will earn daily points as long as you're on task, 5 points per day, 25 points a week. I will be taking them at any point during the class time, and no, I will not let you know. So if you are causing a disruption during class, no points. Okay, so like yesterday, there were some situations during classes that it was very disruptive. And at that time, it would have been a 0 for points. Okay. And if it would have continued to the next day, 0 for points, and so on. So just be aware of what you're doing and keeping yourself under control. I mean, this is high school. You can control yourself. After you submit your project, you will need to make sure that you check to make sure that it did submit. Because if you're submitting something on Canvas and you close your Chromebook too quickly, it won't submit. So you need to make sure that you check that. If you're not sure how, see me. Seating chart is mandatory. There's no free range seating in here. Be on time. Once the bell rings, the door closes. So if the door closes and it's going to be locked, we're not going to let you in. I will check to see if you have a pass. If you do not, you will have to go down to the office or go to the teacher that you came to and get one. Tardy policy, Mr. Bearden is taking over this area. Bathroom passes starting Monday. You will get 3 passes per 9 weeks. You will have to sign out and then leave your phone in exchange for the pass. And I know the majority of people have phones. So that's the deal. If you cannot leave your phone here to go to the bathroom, then you don't need to go. Do not work on other class projects or homework in here. This is not a study hall. And if I catch you, it's an automatic 0 daily points. Do not email me during class. If we're in the same room, come and talk to me. Don't email me. I won't even answer you. You can email me outside of class, which is not a problem, but I do stop answering emails at 6 p.m. and I will not respond. And that includes you and family. I don't respond after 6 p.m. Earbuds, no. It's a safety issue. We've already gone over this. No. Phones, no. Only if you're taking a photo of your art to upload and to submit into Canvas for my class. That's it. And we're not there yet by any means. No hats or hoodies on your head. That just gives you, especially with hoodies, that just gives you the opportunity to get a little too comfortable and possibly take a nap. So no hoodies. No talking when I'm speaking or during any type of announcement. Water bottles are allowed, but nothing like fast food cups or anything that will spill easily, like McDonald's, Starbucks, anything like that. No. This room is notorious for getting ants, and we don't even want to start that. Be respectful to all your classmates. All right, we had some situations yesterday that were not very respectful. Okay, so cut it out. Clean up your work table. If you got supplies, put them back. All right, that's your responsibility. Once again, if you leave supplies at your table, your entire table will lose points for that day because you're not being responsible. All art students will receive a locker in the room for storage, which I believe everybody has at this time. We will be going over the elements and principles of design. You are expected to read the project information. We will go over it, but if you have questions, you can go into Canvas and take a look at it. Students will be responsible for visually documenting their own projects and submitting into Canvas and keeping notes on projects for their final exam. Keep track of your own projects, just like we had a project put into the wrong locker yesterday. I still have that project. I have no idea whose it is because there's no name on it. So I'm dealing with that right now. If behavior issues continue, I will get you out of here. We are too close for comfort in here for there to be behavior issues. And that's screaming across the room, that's, asking inappropriate questions, being in other people's business. Just don't do that. I'll get you out of here because we don't need that. Grading. Grading will go through rubrics, project criteria, worksheets, quizzes, following directions, cleanup, attitude. So this is the grading, and this is also another one of my pieces. This is colored pencil. And your final exam is going to be worth 20%. It is possible to fail art. It has been done. Be responsible for yourself and your own projects. Originality does not guarantee an A. The project must fit the requirements for the project. Quantity does not substitute for quality. I can't is not acceptable. All projects will have a due date. Keep track of your assignments, and if you have a problem with anything, you need to see me ASAP. If something happens 2 weeks ago and you just decide to see me, what do you want me to do about it? It's 2 weeks ago. Okay? No. Now, the artwork that's here, this is made by a friend of mine. She is a professional artist. Her name is Susan Klein. She is from the Peru area. Actually, one of her pieces was on one of the first seasons of The Walking Dead. So just some pretty cool trivia. I have quite a few of her pieces. Absent makeup work, this is your responsibility, not mine. Okay, you have access to Canvas 24/7. You know, if you have questions about stuff, you come and see me. But other than that, it's your responsibility. You always, if you're absent, you always have 3 days. If you have an IEP or 504, we follow that specifically. If something has occurred, you come and talk to me and we will work it out. When I assign projects, I will give a verbal tentative due date. Tentative means that it is an estimated due date. It's not written in stone. I will always give you an appropriate amount of time to finish. Yeah, you may need to take projects home to finish. So that might be homework for you. I do not have a 10th hour class due to AM supervision, so I will not be available after 9th hour.